All right. So, good morning, everyone. This is Nitin Soni, and I welcome you to our weekly Q&A. Thank you very much for joining, and I'm glad to be here. Type in yes if I am audible, if you are able to see me. Thank you so much for joining, and very warm good morning to you. Happy Sunday morning. We are inching closer to end 2021, right? So we are moving. We are like few days away from a couple of weeks, maybe away from ending this year. And with this, so we're going to jump into new year. I'm sure you must have already started making plans. A quick suggestion in case you have not the time to make new year resolutions. Quick thing I want to share with you, something that I was discussing with a couple of my friends the other day. The best thing to start your, new year resolutions is, if at all you believe in them, well, I certainly do, is not 1st Jan, first week of Jan, 31st of December, where the time is now. Whatever it is that you want, whatever new that you want to start in the new year, like a lot of people do, right? My suggestion here is try doing this, okay? You're going to like it. My suggestion is try doing it now, like before, at least 10 to 20 days before the start of the new year. Get into the rhythm in December itself. Because what happens is, if you start a little early, right? Just like waking up a little early, starting your day early. And what I'm saying is starting your new year resolution a little early, right? Is this making sense to you? So let's say, for example, you are planning to hit gym and you have decided that this is going to be my new year resolution. And I'm going to start off on 2nd of Jan, 3rd of Jan, maybe 5th of Jan or 1st of Jan, whatever it is. Here's my suggestion. Try starting it off. Okay. My suggestion, try starting it off from 15th December itself. Give yourself 15 days in advance. Okay. And when you will do this, you will realize that by the time you reach 2nd Jan, 3rd Jan, 5th Jan, you'll be already in the rhythm. And once you're already in the rhythm, the new year resolution, you'll be able to stick to it, right? Try doing this. Be a little early, right? Type it in the chat box if this is making sense to you. I have tried this, and it happens with all of us, right? Since childhood, we have been thinking like, what's your new year resolution, dude? What are you going to be, something new that you're going to be starting in the new year in Jan? So when I was noticing myself that whenever I would decide that this is something that I would do in the new year, I just would not be able to follow through and continue with it. Why does that happen? Because it's just that, it's not in the habit. It's not a part of your routine. You're trying to do something new. And when you start a little early, you have more time to settle down. There's no pressure. There's no Jan pressure in December. So this is something that I wanted to share with you upfront, because I was having this discussion with a couple of my friends the other day, and I realized that when you start a little early on your resolutions, whatever it may be, and in case you don't believe in New Year resolutions, you must, because it's all about energy, right? All around you, a lot of people are taking resolutions, trying to do something new that they're normally not doing. If you also become a part of this energy, it helps you. It complements you, right? So in case you don't believe in this, try doing it. Try New Year resolutions. Don't start from Jan, start from December onwards. Is this making sense to you? Put it in the chat box and let me know. That's one. Now, today I have a couple of updates to give. It was action-packed last week for us. And here, I am here to tell you about a few updates and answer some of your questions as well. So in case you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat box while I give you some updates. So update number 1 is on the co-author project. Now, I want to thank a lot of people who, the moment they came to know about this opportunity of you and me, like the people who have jumped onto this opportunity, the moment they came to know about it, they grabbed it. And they grabbed it with both the hands. Now, I wanted initially to, I had in mind like 8 to 12 was the number that I had in mind when I decided to do the co-author project. Well, co-author project is something that I want to share with you today. In this live Q&A, I'm going to be sharing the names of my co-authors that I am going to be working with, that I'm going to be starting this new superpower mindset book and completely new project with. And very soon I'm going to be having individual discussions with all of these co-authors as well, just to welcome them and tell them about my intention of this project, and of course take their ideas as well. So in this Q&A, I'm going to be revealing, I'm going to be sharing the names of a lot of our friends who must be here as well in this Q&A. I'm going to be taking their names and I'm going to be acknowledging them to be a part of this Q&A and to be a part of this co-author project. Okay, that's another thing that I would be doing here today. There is a book. I like to, every now and then I suggest few books to you because you all, I'm sure, like books, read books, write books. There's a book that I'm reading these days, and that is something that I want to share with you, which is the book that I'm reading. And in case you are interested, you must grab this book, buy this book, read this book. And if you already have one, super amazing, right? So starting off with the book, then jumping onto the co-author project, and then giving you update about the web project, right? If you remember in last to last Q&A, I had shared with you that we are helping a couple of our authors with their website funnels, right? Whatever funnel that you need to build for your webinars, for your books, for whatever it is, like a web project, like a funnel. So I'm going to be giving update about that as well. In the meantime, in case you are having any questions about how you're progressing, feel free to put that in the chat box. Starting off with the book. This is the one that I'm reading right now, these days, rather. So the title of the book is The Greatest Salesman in the World. How many of you have read this book? The title of the book is The Greatest Salesman in the World. Now, the greatest salesman is the world. O.G. Mandino, author of The Greatest Miracles in the World. Over 14 million copies sold. 1 करोड़ 40 लाख किताबें बिक चुकी हैं. 1 करोड़ 40 लाख. और ये तो पुराना नंबर है. आई एम श्योर अब तक ये 1.5 करोड़ या शायद 2 करोड़ भी हो सकता है. कोई बड़ी बात नहीं हो. So this, it says, one of the most inspiring, uplifting and motivating books I have ever read. This book, the title is The Greatest Salesman in the World. And it's pretty thin. This is the kind of books that I like. They're not scary. They're very easy to grab, digest, fold, keep in your bag, wallet, whatever it, purse, whatever it is, and you can just read them. This is a very powerful book. For whom? Is this talking about sales? Is this like for salespeople, the greatest salesman in the world? Is it for people who are in sales? Is it for you in case you want to sell more? Is that true? Well, the answer is no. This book, The Greatest Salesman in the World, is about. Let me read this. Let me read this subtitle for you. It says, "Transform your life and find a true fulfillment with the priceless wisdom of 10 ancient scrolls revealed within." It's not talking about sales. It says, transform your life and find true fulfillment. True fulfillment with the priceless wisdom of 10 ancient scrolls revealed within. इसमें 10 चीजें शेयर की हुई हैं और इस किताब, this is like, and this is absolutely amazing. Like, you must read this book. Okay, this is going to tell you, and I really like this line on the back page of this book. There's something interesting written. It says, we all are salesmen. Okay, understand what it says. It says, we all are salesmen, and the success we attain in life depends greatly on how we sell ourselves. Let me read this again for you. It says, we all are salesmen, and the success we attain in life depends greatly on how we sell ourselves to others. That is what this book is all about, The Greatest Salesman in the World. How you sell yourself to others. And this is a very, kind of alchemist. I'm sure you must have read Alchemist. It's more like on the same theme, and I really like it. The book that I'm reading, the book that I recommend today in this Q&A for people who love reading and love buying new books. Remember, people buy books, don't necessarily read them. Well, this is one of those books. I bought it like many years ago, and it was lying as it is. I did not complete it, and now I'm intending to. Okay, so The Greatest Salesman in the World is the book that I wanted to talk about today in this Q&A. Another thing, the co-author project and the names. Okay, so now that the list is almost done, maybe we'll add 1 or 2 more people into this list. 10 people 10 people have already signed up to be my co-authors for my upcoming book titled Superpower Mindset. Okay. So Superpower Mindset, the next book that I'm working on, 10 co-authors have already signed up. And some of them are, of course, a part of our weekly sessions. And I want to take the names of these people. If you are one, then please acknowledge your name as well as I take your name. Okay. So, of course, the first person who jumped onto this opportunity was Mr. Devjit Das. Now, Devjit, you've been a community member for quite some time. You've written a book, you've published it, and you're already pretty active on videos. You told me that you have, I guess you already quit your job and you've already started working on something that you've been intending to do for a long time. And Devjit, it's a pleasure to have you as one of the co-authors on this journey. And I'm excited to work with you. Thank you so much, Devjit, if you're listening to me. Balagopal Kiran. So Balagopal, you've been very, your personality is very intellectual. You are very, there's this depth. You have worked a lot. You have tremendous experience. And having somebody like you who has amazing experience in his own domain, having somebody like you to be a part of this co-author project, Superpower Mindset, is inspiring and motivating for me because somebody like you who has this experience coming in is absolutely amazing, right? So Balagopal, in case you're hearing me, thank you so much and welcome aboard. Suvarna, Dr. Suvarna. Well, who doesn't know you, right? You're one of the most active members. Dr. Suvarna, in case you're listening to me and in case you watch this recording, welcome. It's a pleasure to have somebody as knowledgeable as you, somebody as experienced as you, as professional as you, to be a part of this Superpower Mindset project. And I believe since you are an expert in this domain, you yourself are a law of attraction expert. It's a pleasure to have you in this journey. It's a pleasure to have you as one of the co-authors in the project. Mr. Sandeep Tahil. Sandeep, thank you so much. It is a pleasure to have you as a part of the co-author project. Looking forward to a long-term association and a long-term relationship. Well, next name is he's like super amazing, Superman, I'd like to call him, Nishant Avasti. Nishant, if you're listening to me right now, you are a Superman, and all you have to do is just and this is something that I'm sure by the end of this project, as we work together, something that we will help you with is to be far more vocal and far more active than what you are right now. But the kind of expertise and what you have been through in life, what the lessons that you have learned, is something that I'm looking forward for you to share and contribute to in this project, which is Superpower Mindset. Nishant Avasti, it's a pleasure to have you as a part of this journey. Manohar, if you're listening to me, thank you so much. You are again, it's going to be interesting working with you. You've not been too active, I believe, but since you have been shortlisted and you are you're a part of this project, I'm looking forward to it. CA Shivani, another CA in the room here. So CA Shivani, you've been thankful for. I've been noticing and seeing, and with all your LinkedIn posts and all of that. You've been really amazing. You've been very humble, and to have somebody like you who is a professional, who is a chartered accountant, and interested in this subject, Superpower Mindset, mind programming, and how you get out of get the best. How do you ask your mind to deliver the best results to you and attract good things in your life? Somebody like you being a part of this journey, CA ki power 2, right? CA square. So welcome. And there are 3 more people who have signed up. So in total, 10 people are already in. And I believe we're going to have a discussion with the team tomorrow, whether we're going to restrict it to 10 or do we want to add few more members, few more people, because there are a few more requests that are pending. They're very, very good, fantastic profiles. Is just that we have to see if we would like to accommodate 2 more people to make the number 12 or we're going to restrict it to 10. Okay. So other than those 2 people, 1 more person I have already in my list here. His name is Mr. Manoj Chablani. Now, Manoj, do I have his book here? Let me see. He's in fact, this was the book that I was reading the other day as well. Let me see if I have the book. No. Yeah, there it is. So there was this book that was lying, there was there on my office table, and I'm glad there's one copy here in display as well. Manoj Chablani is from very intense man, and I am so happy to have him as a part of this journey. He's from one of the cleanest cities in India, Indore, as we all know. The Genius You is the book that he wrote. The Genius You. He's again a professional, who has this depth in his character, and I really am glad to have Mr. Manoj Chablani as a part of this journey as well. Right, there are two more names. I do not have. These people have also been shortlisted and they have signed up. So in total, there are 10 people that are already onboarded. Okay, Dr. Suvarna already taken your name. So 10 people are already onboarded. So thank you so much, everybody who has chosen to be a part of this project, have been shortlisted and have been finalized. Looking forward to get started on this within this week. So this week, I'm going to be having a discussion with the co-authors and charting out how we're going to be and putting the deadlines to some stuff. This week, you'll be getting calls from us, and I'm going to be also getting on a call with you to take it forward. Okay, so thank you so much. In case some of you, like, is there anybody who is excited to see the names of these authors that I'm going to be working with, all of this list? If there's anybody, because I have no idea when I'm going to be working on my next book now and opening this opportunity to be my co-author. In case you are interested, you can get in touch with us, and you can write an email to us on this ID. In case, right, you say, I do not want to miss out on this, or maybe in case you have no idea what this project is all about. So just to brief, I am going to be working on my next book, Superpower Mindset, with 10 to 12 co-authors, and 10 of them have been onboarded. We are on. There are one or two more. In case you are interested, you can email us at contact@adhyanbooks.com. Okay, contact@adhyanbooks.com, and we'll be happy to give you all the information that you need and get started with it. This week we start. And we are planning to launch the cover of the book early Jan. Early Jan, the cover of the book is going to be released. So stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned. That is the news. Wow, that is for the co-author project. Now, there is one more thing. There's one more update that I want to give people, which is about the website funnel. A lot of people, in the last Q&A, if you remember, I had shared that there's this Q&A, there's this website funnels, a complete website that includes the webinar funnel, that includes information about your books, that includes information about your business, your services, that includes a landing page for you, that includes an integration with an email marketing program, MailChimp. All of this, building this up, is something that we are doing for a few authors. And in case you are interested, then you can let us know. You can write an email to us if you are interested, because here again, about 10 authors is a list that we have started working with for their website funnels. So that is again an update I wanted to give you. We're going to be closing this thing of working on the websites. So just in case you are somebody who has been waiting to do this, wanting to do this, write an email to us and get started with your website funnels as well. It is at throwaway prices as compared to what you would pay. All of these services is something that would cost you a monthly fee, a recurring monthly fee. And here it's going to be a one-time charge of less than 10K. So in case you are interested, you can again write an email to us, and we will be very happy to share with you how we can proceed. Okay, that's another thing. There is an email that I received, and that email was about how to get this. There was this email about how to get this sponsor, right? Can you see this book? It has this logo, sponsor. So now there's this sponsor thing. There's this sponsor thing that I want to talk to you about. Okay. Let's say you're working on a book, you're working on any book project, and you see that your target audience is also same as the target audience that some companies, some organizations, some corporate has. Okay, let me give you an example. When I wrote Superpower Student, who is my target audience? Students. And there are so many organizations, starting from pen manufacturers, like people who are manufacturing pens like Cello and all of that, to coaching academies, to online all online these startups that are selling online courses and giving online teachings. All of us had the same target audience. So if I approach them and I say, this is the book that I'm working on or that I've done, and these are the copies that I'm printing and selling, I'm going to be selling, in case you are interested as an author, because anybody reading my book would also expect me to recommend few things in the book, right? For example, one of the chapters that I wrote in my book was how to write fast. So it would make a lot of sense if I recommend a pen brand, right? So if I say write with Reynolds, if I say write with a Cello pen, any of those brands, and if I get in touch with that brand and I say, no, this is something that I can do, I can dedicate a chapter to you, only if, of course, I resonate with the brand, and I say I can dedicate a chapter to you, and in case you want, we can have some sort of understanding between us. Chances are that the brand might be interested. Yeah, chances are. And if the brand is interested, what I can say is, there are two options. One, I can devote a chapter to you. Number two, I can put right on the top of the cover that you are the sponsor. You become the sponsor, and I mention powered by and your brand logo. Or we can have a separate arrangement, like in somewhere in the inside page, somewhere I can mention about your your brand, and I can recommend that to my community, to my people who are going to be reading the book. And most of them would definitely be jumping on to associate with your brand, because this is coming from a trusted authority, trusted source, who is the author of the book. And I would also mention, and I'm working with my publisher to make this book a bestseller, right? So this will attract. This proposal is going to be attractive. My suggestion: don't look for money here. Don't ask the brand to pay you money. Don't ask them to pay you 1 lakh or 50,000 or 2 lakhs in order for you to put their logo on the cover of the book. No, look for a barter system. Tell them, okay, I'm going to be putting your cover on your logo. In exchange, this is what I want. What do you want? Like, you can tell them, okay, I don't want money, but how about sponsoring 1,000 printing, 1,000 books printing. So the printing cost of the book is this, and I want to print 1,000 copies. Every single one of those 1,000 copies will have your logo. Any which ways you're spending money on advertising and branding and marketing, this is also a part of your marketing, which is going to be done by an author, something unique. A lot of our authors were able to crack these sponsorship proposals, wherein the sponsor ended up paying for printing of the books, ended up paying for it. Okay. And hence, I always suggest that books shouldn't be too big, too thick. Should be easy to read, easy to digest. So the printing cost becomes low. And when the printing cost is low, the sponsor, the person, the organization would not hesitate to start off with 1,000 copies model, or maybe a 500 copy model, or maybe a 2,000 copy model. One of our authors, she got how many? Like, what was the number? I guess it was 10,000. She got this. She was able to crack this thing for 10,000 copies with a corporate. She said, it's going to be your logo on my book, and then you can distribute those copies to all your corporate people, to all the employees in your corporate. They had over 10,000 employees. The brand said, makes sense. They partnered, they associated. 10,000 copies printing cost was paid by the brand. Imagine how incredible this association would have been for the author. Just imagine. So this is something that I want you to keep in mind. I've discussed this in complete detail in the Superpower Author course. like come in complete detail. And I'm sure most of you would have already gone through it. But since I got this email from one of this author and I responded to him and I shared this same strategy, I thought of just reiterating on this fact that you can literally, think about how you can associate with somebody, some brand, somebody, like it could be anyone. You're writing a book on health, on fitness. It could be anyone. It could be just anyone. If you're writing a book on yoga, it could be somebody who's manufacturing yoga mats, right? Somebody who's selling any stuff related to yoga. That is your thing to look for. But I really, really suggest that you try doing that. Okay, I really suggest that you try doing that. That is something that I wanted to share as far as your book. This thing, putting the logo, the sponsorship thing is concerned. So I'm glad that I got this email and he said, thank you, looking forward to it now. And just like Harvinder, a lot of people were successfully able to do it. I suggest anybody who's still writing, it can happen anytime. If you've already published, in your second edition, you can have that logo, right? It is always there. So make sure that you have this at the back of your mind. And whenever you are meeting people, networking with them, discussing things with them, you never know what opportunity might come your way. You never know. So make sure that you keep this in the mind and keep this option open. Keep this option open. Okay. Two of our authors, they did something interesting. He said, please recommend my book in your book, and I'm going to recommend yours in mine. Interesting, isn't it? So somebody said, I'm going to recommend your book, which is on a different topic, little different topic in my book, and you recommend yours, you recommend my book in yours. Good. And they both had this clarity that we're going to be together, going to be printing at least 500 copies each. So he knew that 500 copies will have a recommendation about my book, and the other person knew that he would have recommendation in the 500 copies about his book. Good enough. Barter, like promoting each other. That's also good. So keep all of this open. And all of this happens when you are active, when you actively look out for the opportunities. So as an author, make sure that you're always on lookout for these opportunities. Take step by step, keep moving up. Okay. Also, one more suggestion that I want to give: collaborate with co-authors, collaborate with people around you, collaborate with people who are from the same fields. Come together, pool resources. Example, let's say two people are not able to, if somebody who is wanting to do programs, like somebody who is wanting to do webinars, and the problem is he thinks that it requires a lot of investment, a lot of money on advertisements to bring in people and all of that. No worries. 2 or 3 people can come together, create a pool, in terms of like, this is the amount that I can comfortably invest, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. And if everybody puts that amount, start running the advertisement and conduct a program together. Like, why can't this be done? Let's imagine, okay, so for example, let's say I spend 50K on ads, and then people register, and then I turn them into a 2-day workshop. And all of this is done by me. Now, let's say I don't have 50K to spend. Let's say I have only 10K to spend. 5 people can come together, invest 10K each, pool 10K each, total 50, run the ads, same number of registrations, and it could be a 1-day session. And all 5 of you as collaborators, as co-presenters in that session, be there one after the other, and hence take it forward. And everybody can use this data then respectively, right? So you have this data now of people who have registered. So every single one of the 5 people can use this data for their individual programs as well. They can do a program together. If it sounds good, if you're having fun, continue doing it, or individually you can have this data and start using it. So by investing 10K, you get data and you get interested people worth 50K. Power of collaboration. So this is something that I have done. This is something that I know a lot of our associates and knowns doing right now. Do that. So advertisement costs are going up, and hence this collaboration is something that makes a lot of sense. And I recommend and I suggest people to do this. Okay. Now, there's one more thing that I want to share. which is, and yesterday I was doing a webinar on this. In fact, I'm going to be conducting a webinar today as well at 3 p.m. If you're not conducting webinars, you're missing a great deal. In case you are stuck with writing a book, just in case you are stuck with writing a book, I would like to invite you to join us for this webinar, which is happening at 3 p.m. Okay, just in case you are stuck. So I'll share with you what is it that you need to do. So just in case you need that push and you need that help with your book, you can feel free to join this group to get the link of today's webinar. So we are conducting a webinar today at 3 p.m. In case you are interested, you can join this group, and all of this thing that I'm, if you're stuck, if there's any challenge, if anything is missing, join this webinar. I'm going to be having a detailed discussion on the same topic. Okay. And anybody who is interested, just to put some links there. See, yeah. So just in case somebody is interested still, any last time wildcard entry, as they call it. So you can do so by joining this co-author project. Co-author project. This is the link. This is the group for the co-author project. If you join, you'll get a call from the team to discuss it further. And what else? What else? Yeah. Is this the one? Let me see. Yes. And in case you are interested to have that, website, the funnel website, a personal website built for you, then this is the group that you need to join to get a call back. Okay. So 3 links in the chat box. One is for today's webinar, 3 p.m. Another is for the co-author project. Another is for the website. Okay. 3 links I have shared, and look forward to the cover. Okay. I would need your feedback. So look forward to the cover of the next book, and looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Right. So thank you so much. These are the updates that I wanted to give you, since there aren't too many questions, and I can understand. So we will see you again next week with questions, more questions, and giving you updates on the websites things. I would love to show you as well as we move along and complete some of these websites. I would be happy to share. Okay. Yes, Shailesh, absolutely. It's going to be same. It's going to be same. Yes, it's going to be same. Absolutely. So I'm going to be sharing, most likely as we move along with the future Q&As, I'm going to be sharing the book cover. I would be sharing the websites that we're going to be building for people. And I would also be keeping you updated on the new programs. Okay. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure coming here as always, and giving you updates. So thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Take care. In case you have, in the meantime, if there's any question that comes to you in your mind or you need any help, email us at contact@adhyanbooks.com. We'll be happy to receive your email. Okay. All righty then. So thank you so much once again. It was a pleasure meeting you. I'll see you next week.